Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, Counter Spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet.
Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Crime on This Monday podcast with episodes of the Jack Webb program Dragnet, also crime classics, and the Shrapnelled body of Charles Drew Sr. I have an episode of the FBI in Peace and War, and Crime in Peter Chambers, and the Cufflink. And we'll wrap it all up with an episode of Claudia and the new Heir. That's all coming up on this Monday. This is the 6th day of July, 187th day of the year, 178 days remaining in 2026. Sir Thomas More beheaded on this date in 1535 after refusing to join Henry VIII's Church of England. Louis Pasteur successfully treated a patient with a rabies vaccine on this date in 1885. In 1942, Anne Frank and her family sought refuge from the Nazis in Amsterdam. And in 1944, a fire caused by inept fire eaters in the main tent of the Ringling Brothers Circus in Hartford, Connecticut on this date in 1944 killed over 160 people.
A troupe of aerial performers had mounted to a platform high under the big top when the cry of fire went up. The canvas tent was burning.
Connecticut Governor Ray Baldwin. Althea Gibson won the Wimbledon's World Single Tennis title on this date in 1957, the first black person to win the event. It was on this date in 1957, John Lennon and Paul McCartney of the Beatles met for the first time at the Woolton Parish Church Garden Fete in Liverpool.
A mutual friend brought him to see my group called the Quarrymen. And we met and we talked after the show. And I saw he had talent, and he was playing guitar backstage and doing 20 Flight Rock by Eddie Cochran. And I turned around to him right then on first meeting and said, "Do you want to join the group?" And the rest was history. The Mars rover Sojourner rolled on the Martian surface on this date in 1997. In 2013, a Boeing 777 operating as Asiana Airlines Flight 214 crashed at San Francisco International Airport. 3 were killed, 181 of the 307 people on board were injured. The Georgia Guidestones, a monument in the U.S., heavily damaged in a bombing on this date in 2022. It was dismantled later the same day. Controversial from its time of construction, it ultimately became the subject of conspiracy theories which alleged that it was actually connected to Satanism as opposed to Christianity, as its creator claimed. Among those passing on this date in history, Nobel Prize laureate writer William Faulkner, also Louis Armstrong, wonderful, wonderful man, wonderful trumpeter. Singer-songwriter Van McCoy, the man behind The Hustle, actually passed away of a heart attack. Roy Rogers passing away on this date in history, as did the wonderful Buddy Ebsen. Film producer, talent agent Jerry Weintraub, singer-songwriter, fiddler Charlie Daniels passing away on this date, and actor James Caan, all passing away on this date in history. I have a personal connection to this gentleman because not only was he a very funny comedian, but I interviewed him regarding his presidential aspirations. Pat Paulson, born on this date, 99 years ago.
Making the formal announcement. This is a presidential candidate
Excuse
here.
me, a little decorum here.
Be civil. Pat Paulson, hello, sir.
Well, I'm just happy as a clam to talk to you guys.
You know, he looks like a clam, too.
Well, we are... now, behave yourself.
I'm sorry.
Listen, guys, the formal announcement is that I'm making my headquarters in Branson.
Oh, so you will be making your headquarters for this election run in Branson, Missouri.
Right. I'm going to let the people come to me.
So is that where you came up with this slogan, United We Sit?
No, actually, I got on the ballot already in New Hampshire, and I came in second out of 23 running as a Democrat against Clinton. In fact, I got 3 times as many votes as Lyndon LaRouche, so I'm on my way.
So,
wow.
Yeah, so you're heading for it here.
Yeah.
Now you're running as a Democrat this year, not.
Yeah.
I remember in the past you ran on the ticket of the Stag Party. Is that correct?
The first was the Well, that's the Straight Talking American Government Party. It's
Yes,
funny when you take those letters out. Like that.
I see.
Yeah, but we didn't intend that to be a joke.
Yeah.
Mr. President, Mr. Paulson, this is Dave Hand. I would be, of course, honored to be on the same ticket with you and to serve as your vice president, and would look forward to serving in your stead as president if the occasion should arise.
Well, I'd like that.
Mr. President,
I think any president requires some assassination insurance these days. I think Dave would serve that role wonderfully.
He would be absolutely perfect for the role.
Yes,
thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
By the way, you were supposed to be with us an hour ago. I wondered if maybe you were perhaps dining at McDonald's as the president does?
Well, I do. I am a simple, ordinary, common man.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've always thought that.
You don't agree so fast.
Well, see, he's trying to be a good vice presidential candidate. Doesn't that involve
I'm a good
up?
yes man, Mr. President.
Yeah, you're going to have to do everything I tell you to do.
I know.
You're going to be like a barking seal.
Can I walk your dogs, too?
Yes, you'll be doing all of that. Well, we only have one. We got a Yorkie.
Well, Mr. President, Mr. Paulson, how do you feel about the reemergence of Ross Perot in this presidential campaign season?
Well, I don't know. Has he reemerged yet? I was flying yesterday, so I don't know. What did he do?
Well, the rumors are ripe in Washington, D.C. and all across the country that he's out there. He's going to make another stab at it. What do you think about that?
I think he ought to go back to his old job modeling for Mad Magazine.
A 1996 interview that I did with Pat Paulson with David Hand as my cohort on the old Morning in America program back in 1996. We lost Pat Paulson in 1997, and he would be 99 years old today. Also born on this date in history, Naval Commander John Paul Jones, actor Sebastian Cabot. Remember him from Family Affair and from Checkmate. Also First Lady Nancy Reagan, Bill Haley of Bill Haley and the Comets, Merv Griffin, who a lot of people don't know, in addition to his television hosting duties and singing, he also developed Jeopardy! Singer and actress Della Reese, actor Ned Beatty, and country singer Jeannie Seeley, all born on this date. They are now opening for an entirely different act.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
Holy birthday cakes! Burt Ward is 81 years old today.
Well, there was 378 Holies in Batman in the original series, and it worked out to be about 3 per half hour because there's 120 episodes, 380, so it was about 3 per half hour. This has got a lot of the Holies in there, and they're really intelligent Holies. They're not just tied into, like I remember there was a thing in a spaghetti factory in the original series, and I said, "Holy ravioli, Batman!" But these Holies are every bit direct to the situation, but they're richer, they're deeper, they're all of a sudden they're 2016. They're not past, they're current.
Holy, here we go again, Batman. Holy whiskers! Holy birthday cake! Holy headache! Holy ball and chain! Holy triple feature! Holy slip disc! Holy known, unknown flying objects! Holy hamstrings! Holy mucilage! Holy rainbow!
He was Robin in the 1965-66 Batman series. Burt Ward, 81 years old today. The 43rd President of the United States, George W. Bush, is 80 today.
There's no doubt in my mind this world will be better off as freedom spreads. And I'm proud that the United States of America is taking the lead.
George W. Bush, 80 years old today. Also turning 80 today, Sly Stallone.
Yo, Adrian, it's me, Rocky.
From Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, 80 years old today. From Pirates of the Caribbean and The King's Speech, actor-producer Jeffrey Rush is 75.
What'll I call you?
Your Royal Highness.
How about Bertie?
Only my family used to say.
In here, it's better if we're equals.
From The King's Speech, Jeffrey Rush, 75 today. Curtis James Jackson turns 51. You know him better as 50 Cent. The twin sisters, Tia and Tamara Mowry, 48 years old today. And look out, Kevin Hart is 47.
I'm from a school of A's, B's, and C's. You know, D's are bad, F's are bad. So in my mind, I'm like, you got worse than an F. Like, you got an E.
Kevin Hart, 47 years old today. Those used to be other people celebrating the 6th day of July as their birthday. If this is your birthday...
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Mrs. Miller. We're now going to go back 76 years to when Mrs. Miller, well, a Mrs. Miller, I don't know if it was this Mrs. Miller, was in a whole bunch of audiences in late-night shows. July 6, 1950, 76 years ago. Jack Webb, Dragnet, next.
The battle that changed the face of the world.
Rod Steiger is Napoleon, Christopher Plummer is Wellington, and Orson Welles is Louis XVIII. Now, Paramount Pictures is proud to present the greatest battle ever fought.
Waterloo. Rated G, general audiences.
Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox gets underway on this Monday with an episode of Dragnet starring Jack Webb. 76 years ago, July 6th, 1950, The Big Frame.
The story you are about to hear is true. Only the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Fatima Cigarettes, best of all long cigarettes, brings you Dragnet.
You're a detective sergeant. You're assigned to hit-and-run felony detail. A dead body is found in the streets in the early hours of the morning. There's only one clue, a set of skid marks on the pavement. Your job, find the killer.
If you want a long cigarette, smoke the best of all long cigarettes. Smoke extra mild Fatima. Yes, Fatima is the king-size cigarette which contains the finest Turkish and domestic tobaccos superbly blended to make it extra mild, to give Fatima a much different, much better flavor and aroma than any other long cigarette. That's why Fatima has more than doubled its smokers coast to coast. Enjoy extra mild Fatima yourself. Best of all, long cigarettes.
It's wise to smoke extra mild Fatima.
It's wise to smoke extra mild Fatima.
Dragnet, the documented drama of an actual crime. For the next 30 minutes, in cooperation with the Los Angeles Police Department, you will travel step by step on the side of the law through an actual case transcribed from official police files. From beginning to end, from crime to punishment, Dragnet is the story of your police force in action.
It was Monday, April 19th. It was windy in Los Angeles. We were working the day watch out of traffic division. My partner is Ben Romero. The boss is Lieutenant Calfee, Commander AID. My name's Friday. It was 7:55 a.m. when I got to the second floor at 123 South Figueroa Street. Accident investigation. Hit and run felony detail.
Hit and run felony. Morning, Joe.
George?
Yeah. How is it?
Oh, it's not much better. Still aching.
Oh, rough.
A lousy thing kept me up most of the night.
Check with that dentist I told you about?
Yeah, I did. Says it's a wisdom tooth. See? This one here.
Oh, yeah.
Says it's got to come out. I'm supposed to go back and see him today.
That's rough. Remember, a friend of mine had his wisdom teeth out. Hurt like the devil. Terrible. Finally pulled him. Ached for 5-6 days after. Roger.
Excuse me, Joe.
Yeah, McD.
Better have a 15-7 on that follow-up you handled yesterday, huh?
Okay. I got most of it down. I'll finish it up.
Friday?
Hi. Ben come in yet?
He's down the record bureau. Let's see that jaw of yours. Hasn't gone down much.
It's a bad wisdom tooth. Dentist says he's going to have to yank it.
Bum deal, eh?
That's the first time I ever had any trouble with him.
I remember a few years back, my sister Gertrude had trouble with a wisdom tooth in Pacton.
Yeah?
Whole side of her face was swollen. Poor kid was in terrible pain, full week. Even after they pulled it still hurt.
Hi, Joe. What? Picked up the overnight reports down at Records, Mac. Here, yeah.
Oh, thanks, Ben. This one on top here. I'd like to have you two check it out.
Dead body report.
Yeah. They left me a note on it. That's about all. Hard to figure.
What's the story?
Just what you see in the report.
The victims, Edward Raymond Stokes, 732 Delano Street, apartment 2.
His body was found in the gutter near 63rd and Vermont, 3 o'clock this morning. No witnesses. Only one piece of evidence.
Yeah, see, they got it listed here. Skid marks near the body. Is that all?
That's it. Parent hit and run.
Where's the body, Mac?
Neighborhood mortuary out there. Emerald Hills Funeral Home. One of the deputy coroners handled the body. A fellow named Joe Larimore.
Anybody claim it yet?
No.
Okay. Ben, you ready? Yeah, let's go. We'll check you later, Mac.
Yeah. If you need any help, I've got McClellan and Rogers on hand.
Right.
How did we manage to draw all the choice ones?
I don't know.
Skid marks and a dead body.
Yeah.
Oh, say, I almost forgot. How's your jaw?
Oh, it still hurts.
Oh, it's tough. And it's still swollen.
Mm-hmm.
What did Dennis say?
Wisdom tooth.
Oh, it's miserable.
Yeah.
Wife had the same thing a couple of years back. Dennis tried to yank the tooth and it broke right in two. Finally got it out.
That's good.
Funny thing about wisdom teeth.
What's that?
After they pull them, hurts for 5 or 6 days.
.33 a.m. Ben and I drove out to 63rd in Vermont and rechecked the spot where the dead body of Edward Stokes had been found. According to the report, the body was found 2 feet west of the easterly curb and 32 north of 63rd Street on Vermont. We examined the skid marks. They showed definite signs of being a lot older than 24 hours. The consistency of the rubber was weak, and there were heavy dirt smudges over them, indicating more wear than they could have possibly had since the estimated time of the victim's death. We got back in the car and drove to the Emerald Hills Funeral Home at Vernon and Denver Avenue.
Sure is rotten weather for April, huh?
Yeah.
These funeral homes, do you ever notice it?
What's that?
Why do they always put awnings over the windows? They never open drapes.
I don't know. Come on. Funeral going on. You know where the office is?
There's a brass plate on that door over there.
Let's have a look.
Yes, sir.
Here's somebody, Jim.
Oh.
Gentlemen, may I be of service?
Police officers. I'd like to talk to Mr. Larimore. I believe he's a deputy coroner.
I'm Mr. Larimore. You came about the hit-and-run victim?
Yeah, that's right. This is Sergeant Romero. My name's Friday. We'd like to check the body if we could.
Certainly. It's back this way.
Understand you moved the body from the scene of the accident here to the mortuary.
Yes, that's right. Early this morning. Unusual case. Careful, there's 2 steps down just inside the door.
Oh, thank you. Why do you say it's unusual, Mr. Larimore?
Well, here, let me show you. There. Now, for one thing, the victim had a basal skull fracture. I don't know about you gentlemen, but in the hit-and-run cases I've handled, a basal fracture's a pretty rare thing.
Well, it is possible, isn't it?
Yes, it's possible. Anything's possible, as they say. But it's not usual. A few other things here, too.
Yeah?
Notice the victim's knee here. Single clean cut. Also, these wounds on the head. I've never seen anything like it in hit-and-run cases I've been called on.
Yeah, that wound on the knee doesn't jive, does it? If he was hit by a car, the knee should be skinned up quite a bit.
Exactly. Well, you know how it usually is. The automobile hits the victim. There's always signs that the body was either dragged or thrown. Shredding of clothing, skinned knees, legs, elbows. No sign of that here.
You don't think the victim could have been killed by hit-and-run cars, eh?
No, I don't say that. It's possible that it might have been a car, but, well, let's say it's not very probable.
Has anybody at all inquired about the body, Mr. Larimore?
No one, no.
That's funny.
Oh, Mr. Larimore, may I see you a minute, please? All right, Tom. Excuse me a moment?
Yeah, sure. Well,
yeah.
Where do we start?
I don't know. Maybe we won't have to. Another lead like this, and we can turn it over to homicide.
Sergeant?
Yeah?
There's a young lady in the lobby.
Yeah?
She wants to claim the body.
The girl was shown the body. She identified it as that of Edward Raymond Stokes. She gave her name as Marion Fuller, the victim's common-law wife. After she recovered from her shock, she asked if she might sit down for a while and rest. We took her into one of the offices in the mortuary, and Ben got her a glass of water. She told us that she had last seen Stokes alive at about 1 a.m. that morning. They'd been drinking together at a neighborhood bar on Vermont Avenue between 63rd and 64th Streets, half a block from where the victim's body had been found sprawled in the gutter. Why don't you sit down over there, Miss Fuller?
Thanks.
How long did you know Edward Stokes, Miss Fuller?
About 6 years. On and off. We've been together pretty much the last couple of years, though. Oh, my head.
Would you mind telling us exactly what happened while you were with Stokes last night? Everything you can remember?
I can't think. This headache's killing me.
Well, we should try, Miss Fuller. It's important.
Well, Eddie and I had dinner together at the Spanish Oven, place down on South Fig. That was about 7:45. Then we drove out to the Brown Barrel in Vermont, the bar I told you about.
Yeah.
Eddie and I go there most of the time. We stayed there and drank, played a little shuffleboard. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we stayed too long. Drank a little too much. I started talking to this fella next to me, and he got sore. Always got jealous when he was drunk. Poor Eddie.
Did Eddie fight with this other man, Miss Fuller?
No, I stopped him. That made Eddie mad. He never could drink right. He always wanted to pick a fight.
Who was the other man, you remember?
No, I don't. I guess I had a lot to drink, too. He's just some guy at the bar. His headache.
Well, it's not going to take much longer. Just a few more questions.
That organ's getting on my nerves.
What happened after you broke up the argument between Stokes and the other man?
Oh, nothing. We stayed in the bar. Eddie played shuffleboard most of the time. I was one of the booths drinking.
Yeah?
Around 1 o'clock, I started feeling sick, so I went outside and sat in the car. I guess I passed out there.
In your car?
No. I guess it belonged to one of the fellows in the bar. I passed out, and that's all I can remember.
Did you sleep in the car all night?
No. I guess whoever owned it drove me home.
Well, how'd they know where you lived?
Must have been one of her friends. I don't know. I don't remember anything till this morning. They phoned me up and said Eddie was dead.
Who phoned you, Miss Fuller?
One of our friends. I don't remember. I had a rotten headache.
Well, you can do better than that.
I tell you, I don't remember. They phoned and told me Eddie was dead. Somebody ran Eddie down.
All right.
Where are we going?
Downtown. We'll have a stenographer take your statement.
Oh, I got a terrible hangover. I've never had one as bad as this.
Neither has Eddie. Let's go. On the way back to the office, Ben stopped at a drugstore, and I picked up a box of aspirin. The wisdom tooth was giving me trouble again. The clerk at the soda fountain fixed something for Marion Fuller's hangover. When we got her back to the office, we questioned her for more than an hour, but she gave us only one additional piece of information. The victim, Eddie Stokes, had been married before and divorced. His ex-wife lived out in the valley with their 2 children, and on several occasions she came to see Stokes at the Vermont Avenue bar when he failed to make the monthly payments for the support of the children. Each time they'd argued bitterly. We had a police stenographer take the Fuller woman's statement, and then she was released. 10:45 a.m., Sergeants Rogers and McClendon were assigned to check out the Vermont Avenue bar where Stokes had last been seen alive. Ben and I drove out to the valley to the home of Kathryn Stokes, the victim's former wife. She met us on the front porch. Inside, it sounded like one of the children was practicing the piano. We told her what had happened.
Last week, I think it was. Yes, Thursday last week. Eddie hadn't sent any money for the kids' support for 3 months. I hated to chase after him like that. There wasn't anything else I could do.
Where did you meet him, Miss Stokes?
That bar he used to hang around. It's over on Vermont, called the Brown Barrel or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wouldn't you like to come inside?
Yes, thank you. Do you happen to know anybody by the name of Marion Fuller?
Yes, Eddie mentioned her. It was a man seeing a woman like that.
Do you know anything about her at all?
No. Whenever I saw Eddie, he'd mention he was running around with her. Guess he wanted to make me jealous.
Was your husband a pretty heavy drinker?
Yes, he was. So I got the divorce. Eddie was such a fine boy when we got married. Good home.
You didn't know any of the people he'd been running around with lately?
No, just the Fuller woman, that's all.
Can you think of anything at all that might possibly have a bearing on his death?
No. Eddie was probably drinking, wandered in the street, and a car hit him. I don't know. Oh, there's the bakery man. I've got to get some bread and a few things. Excuse me?
I think that's about all, don't you, Joe?
Yeah. I'll tell you, I'll leave our card here, Miss Stokes, in case you want to contact us for any reason.
All right. It was so wonderful when we were married, Eddie and I. My folks gave us this house as a wedding present. We got wonderful presents.
Yeah.
We had everything we wanted. A car, nice house, kids. It was wonderful till we started drinking. Then everything went. His job, everything. Started all of a sudden. I never knew why.
Yes, ma'am.
How do men get that way? How do they start?
I don't know. We only see a part of it.
Yeah?
When they finish it. 12 noon. Ben and I drove back into town to Vermont and 63rd Street for a meet with Sergeants Rogers and McClendon. They told us that they checked out the bartender who'd been on duty the night before and also 7 of his customers. Their stories were almost identical. Each of them remembered seeing Eddie Stokes at the bar. Each of them remembered he was playing shuffleboard, that he was drinking heavily, and that he left the bar at about 1:45 a.m. All of us had the idea that for some reason the bartender and the customers were lying. In most cases, it's hard to find 2 witnesses who tell identical stories, let alone 7. For the rest of that afternoon, Rogers, McClendon, Ben, and I spent our time canvassing the neighborhood in the vicinity of the Brown Barrel Tavern. 4:45 p.m. We talked to the proprietor of a small grocery store 2 blocks down the street from the tavern. He told us that he rarely visited the bar, but that he thought that the man who ran the butcher shop next to his place, Mr. Eugene Murray, was a regular patron of the Brown Barrel. So we went next door.
Would you make that 2 pounds of ground round, Mr. Murray? We're having company tonight.
Yes, ma'am. 2 pounds.
Nice-looking meats, huh, Joe?
Yeah, the steaks look good, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
2 pounds. All right. Anything else now, Mrs. Gidney? Got some nice fresh kidneys today.
No, George won't touch kidneys. That'll be all. You put it on the bill, won't you, Mr. Murray?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir, gentlemen. Can I help you?
Police officers, Mr. Murray. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Oh, sure. Glad to help out if I can.
Have you ever been in the Brown Barrel Tavern down the next block there?
Brown Barrel? I go there all the time. Say, would you mind if I fix up an order while we're talking? The customer's going to pick it up in a couple of minutes. I don't like to keep him waiting.
Sure, go ahead.
I got to go to the ice box.
When's the last time you were in the Brown Barrel, Mr. Murray?
Last night, wife and I went to the movies. One of them English pictures. Lousy picture. We dropped in at the barrel on the way home for a beer.
About what time was that?
Pretty close to 2. What's the matter? Some kind of trouble?
Did you notice anything unusual while you were in there? Anybody fighting or arguing?
No, we were only in there a couple of minutes, but now that you mention it, there was something funny happen.
What was that?
Well, the bartender Carl and a half dozen of the neighborhood gang were back in one of the booths talking together. They seemed kind of nervous, and none of them seemed to be having a good time.
Yeah.
The wife and I yelled hello at them, but they kind of gave us a go-by. Then this drunk came up to us. And he, say, officer, would you reach that knife for me?
Which one?
That one.
Oh, yeah, here you are.
Yeah, thanks.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, this drunk came up to us and whispers to me, say, you better get out of here. There's been a fight. Hey, isn't that a beautiful piece of meat? Well, I didn't pay much attention to him. He was pretty drunk, could hardly understand him. I guess they have a lot of fights in there anyway.
Is that all he told you? There'd been a fight?
Yeah, that time. But he came back a couple of minutes later and whispered the same thing. You better get out. There's been a fight, he said. The wife and I just laughed at him.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I know all about it. A guy's been murdered.
You are listening to Dragnet, the case history of a police investigation presented in the public interest by Fatima Cigarettes.
Fatima, the long cigarette that has more than doubled its smokers coast to coast. And there's a very good reason for this amazing increase. Men and women everywhere are finding out it's wise to smoke extra mild Fatima.
I agree, says Vic Hyland, sports columnist.
I agree, says Shirley Gelman, registered nurse.
I agree, says Frank Fenton, author.
I agree, says Nancy Appel, news writer.
Yes, all agree. It's wise to smoke extra mild Fatima.
So, enjoy extra mild Fatima yourself. the king-size cigarette which contains the finest Turkish and domestic tobaccos superbly blended to make it extra mild.
You will prefer Fatima's much different, much better flavor and aroma.
You will agree.
It's wise to smoke extra mild Fatima.
It's wise to smoke extra mild Fatima.
Best of all, long cigarettes.
6 p.m. Ben and I went back to homicide to turn the case over to them. They asked us to handle the investigation for another day because they were short of men at the moment and because there was still a big doubt as to whether or not Eddie Stokes had really been murdered. Actually, the only solid lead we had was the second-hand testimony of a drunken witness, that and the deputy coroner's doubts that Stokes was actually the victim of a hit-and-run. Mr. Murray, the butcher, didn't know the name of the man who told him that there'd been a murder, and he could give us only a meager description. We brought Marion Fuller back in and re-questioned her. She stuck to her story. She didn't remember anything. She was released again. Looked like we were in for a long night. We went across the street for a bowl of soup and a sandwich, and when we got back, Ben called his wife and told her he'd be working late. I called my mother.
Working late again? Oh, Joseph. How's your tooth feeling?
Well, it's a little better, Ma. It's still pretty tender. I'm going to go to the dentist tomorrow.
Yes, you've got to have that attended to right away. Bad teeth can poison your whole system. You be sure and see that dentist. Is he a good one?
Yeah, he's okay. One of the fellas down there told me about him. I'll see you a little later, huh? Don't wait up.
Yes. And you don't work too late, Joseph. You need your rest.
Yeah, okay, Ma. Goodbye.
All right, Joseph. Goodbye.
Joe.
Yeah?
Just talked to that butcher's wife on the phone, Miss Murray.
What'd she have to say?
Asked her the same questions we asked Murray. She couldn't add much. Same story.
Got something for you?
Yeah, Matt?
Rogers and McClendon just called in. They're still out at that bar.
Yeah?
Finally got somebody to talk a little.
What'd they get?
The bar boy out there. He says there was a fight happened about 1:30. Doesn't remember who was fighting.
Not much help.
Bar boy's name is Milner. He told Rogers he went outside about 20 minutes to 2 to put the garbage out. He saw the Fuller woman asleep in that car.
You get the license number?
No. Said there was a ticket on the windshield.
Ben and I checked with the sergeant of the watch at 77th Street Division. He told us Unit 111 was assigned to the area where the brown barrel was located. In checking their worksheet, we found that Unit 111 had issued a hang-on citation the night before to a car parked near 6330 and 1/2 Vermont Avenue, the address of the Brown Barrel Tavern. We checked the license number through DMV and found that the car was registered to a William R. Huddy, 14 Naylor Street. We drove out to the Naylor Street address and talked to Huddy's wife. She told us he was playing in a shuffleboard tournament that night at a bar down on South Olive Street. 8:55 p.m. we checked in at the bar.
Bartender.
Oh, yes, sir. What'll it be?
You know if there's a William Huddy in here? He's supposed to be playing a shuffleboard game here tonight.
Oh, yeah, I know. He's with the Highland Park team. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, that's him up now. Out on the blue shirt.
Thank you. Come on, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, Bill. Good weight. Make it another 3. That cleans him. Good one, Bill.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Beat that one, Max.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
Are you William Huddy?
Yeah, that's right.
Police officers. We'd like to talk to you a minute.
Oh? What about?
I'd like to ask you a few questions. You step over here a minute.
Yeah, all right.
Were you at the Brown Barrel Tavern out on Vermont last night?
Yeah, I was. Why, what's the matter?
You know Marion Fuller?
Yeah, she hangs around the place. She goes with a guy named Eddie.
Did you drive her home last night?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did. She passed out in my car. She's a nice kid, but she drinks a lot. I drove her home.
Do you mind telling us what happened at the bar last night when you were there?
Well, I come in about 9 o'clock and I start playing shuffleboard with a couple of guys. This guy, Eddie Stokes, he's one of them.
Yeah?
We got in a beef with a guy at the bar over Marion. It's nothing big, though. The guy left after a while.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
That's about all. I left the place around 1:30, and this Eddie was beefing with some merchant seaman about that time.
Was the Fuller girl still at the bar at that time?
No, when I went outside, I saw her sleeping in my car, so I drove her home. I left her off and then come back to the bar. That's when they told me.
Told you what?
Well, they said Eddie had a fight with this merchant seaman. They said it'd be better if we kept it quiet.
Who told you that?
Call the bartender. But I got the real story from one of the fellas I was playing shuffleboard with, Leo McCarty.
What did he tell you?
Well, he said that when Eddie Stokes left, the merchant seaman followed him out. He said he chased Eddie. McCarty went out about 5 minutes later.
Yeah?
Well, the merchant seaman was gone, and Stokes was lying in the gutter down the street.
Mm-hmm. Did McCarty look at him?
Yeah, he said Stokes looked pretty bad. Said he looked like he was dead, but I wouldn't believe that.
Why not?
This McCarty always exaggerates.
10:15 p.m. We had William Huddy come back to the office with us, where we questioned him further and took his statement. Then we had his friend Leo McCarty brought in, along with the bartender at the Brown Barrel Tavern and the customers that he'd framed his story with. McCarty was the first to give us the straight story, and then the others followed. The bartender, Carl Jansen, who also owned the bar, was the last to break.
How about it, Jansen? Why didn't we get a straight story to begin with?
Well, what about the publicity? How would that look? A murder around my place.
Could work out worse than that, Mr. Jansen. You've been withholding evidence. You talked these people into the same deal.
I'd protect myself. The newspapers, all the scandal, wreck a man's business. I had to keep it quiet. It's not my fault that Stokes is killed. I didn't do it. I'm not to blame.
No, but you know who is to blame. Now, how about it? Who is he?
Well, he works on the ships. Comes in here most of the time when he's in port.
What's his name?
Henry Baxter. I've cashed some of his paychecks.
Ben, you better get the captain now.
Yeah, okay.
Hit and run felony Friday. Oh, yeah. No, just a minute. For you, Jansen.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yes. Oh. Yes, Rita. Just a minute. Sergeant.
Yeah.
It's my wife. She's at the bar now. She thought you ought to know.
Yeah?
Henry Baxter. Frida says he just came in.
I talked to Jansen's wife and told her to delay Baxter as long as possible without arousing his suspicions. 11:25 p.m. Ben and I and Mr. Jansen, along with Rogers and McClendon, drove out to the Brown Barrel Tavern on Vermont. When we got there, Baxter was gone. Mrs. Jansen told us he was pretty drunk by the time he left the bar. She'd watched him go down one block, cross the street, and then enter a small nightclub on the opposite side called the Pink Shamrock. She'd been keeping an eye on the place, and as far as she knew, Baxter was still inside. We went down the street to the nightclub. Rogers and McClendon covered the back entrance. We got inside in the middle of a floor show. A blonde was doing some kind of a dance.
Can you spot him, Mr. Jansen?
No, I don't see him yet.
How about over on this side, back in the corner there?
No, he's not there. It's so dark in here, I can't see too well.
There's the rear exit to the place. He could have slipped out that way.
Gentlemen, like to have your picture taken? Souvenir photograph?
No, thanks. Maybe we better check with the waiter, Ben.
Sergeant, just a minute. That man over there at that table.
Where?
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
Where?
Right there, next to that pillar. He's just behind it, you see. Yeah, that's him.
All right. Come on, Ben. You stay right here, Mr. Jansen.
You bet.
Waiter. Hey, waiter. Another Coke High. You, waiter? Another Coke High.
Your name Henry Baxter?
Yeah, that's right. What?
Police officers like to talk to you.
Yeah? Well, sit down.
Outside.
Outside nothing. Can't see a show.
Let's go outside. Come on, Baxter.
Hey, wait a minute, Willie. What's the beef, anyway?
You know what the beef is.
Sure, I know what the beef is.
Come on, let's go.
The lousy punk Eddie Stokes trying to give me a bad time. Now he knows what a bad time is.
All right, Baxter, come on.
Lousy punk Stokes. I showed him how it's done.
Keep your voice
I
down.
slugged him. Pounded his head on the curb. He was drunk. He never knew what happened.
Come on, outside.
Hey, everybody, I killed Eddie Stokes. I killed him.
Last down. Let's get him out of here.
Yeah, okay.
How's that tooth feel, Joe?
Seems okay.
Better have the dentist yank it out first thing tomorrow.
Well, I think I'll hold off a while.
The story you have just heard was true. Only the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
On July 30th, trial was held in Superior Court, Department 87, City and County of Los Angeles, State of California. In a moment, the results of that trial.
It's amazing how many long cigarette smokers are changing to extra mild Fatima. Here is the actual report.
From coast to coast, Extra Mild Fatima has more than doubled its smokers.
Yes, more and more smokers every day are discovering that Fatima is the king-size cigarette that is extra mild.
Extra mild because it contains the finest Turkish and domestic tobaccos superbly blended to make it extra mild, to give it a much different, much better flavor and aroma.
Enjoy Extra Mild Fatima yourself. Best of all long cigarettes.
It's wise to smoke extra mild Fatima.
It's wise to smoke extra mild Fatima.
Henry John Baxter was tried and convicted in Superior Court of manslaughter. He received the sentence as prescribed by law and is now serving his term in the state penitentiary. You have just heard Dragnet, a series of authentic cases from official files. Technical advice for Dragnet comes from the Office of Chief of Police W.A. Wharton, Los Angeles Police Department.
Fatima Cigarettes, best of all long cigarettes, has brought you Dragnet, transcribed from Los Angeles. Sarah Berner stars in Sarah's Private Caper, next on NBC.
76 years ago, July 6, 1950, Dragnet on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We're going to go back now to 1955, 71 years ago, for the FBI in Peace and War.
They erased a life. They erased the evidence. And now they're going to erase the witnesses.
I've decided to terminate her.
But can they erase the truth? John Travolta, Nancy Allen, in Brian De Palma's Blowout, from Filmways Pictures, rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent.
We continue now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox with the FBI in Peace and War, an episode from 71 years ago, July 6, 1955, 30-1.
The FBI in Peace and War. Another great story based on Frederick L. Collins' copyrighted book, The FBI in Peace and War. Drama, thrills, action. Tonight's story, 30-1.
Well, Inspector, did you enjoy your lunch? The steak wasn't too well done. Everything was just right?
Everything was just fine, Mr. Miller.
Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We try to maintain the very highest standards in our kitchen.
Yes, I think you do. However...
Oh, I'm going to tell the busboy about keeping the pantry floor in proper condition. Don't you worry about that.
And the icebox temperature, I think...
It will be taken care of this afternoon, I assure you.
Well, good. In that case, Mr. Miller, I'm going to turn in a satisfactory report. Now, let me see. I owe you...
Oh, Inspector, you don't think I'd allow you to pay for your lunch?
I'm afraid you'll have to, Mr. Miller. Department regulations forbid us to,
Yes, Inspector? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, I'm just stupid. I left the house this morning without my money. I was going to stop by the bank and cash my paycheck, but...
well, in that case, your lunch will be...
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Miller. I just don't want to get in the habit of accepting gratuities, however small. Is there anywhere around here that I could cash a city paycheck?
A city check. How much is it?
Well, it's rather large, I'm afraid. $56.22.
Oh, I believe I can accommodate you for that amount, Inspector.
Could you? That certainly would be helpful. It would save me a trip all the way uptown.
Of course. You just endorse it. To me personally.
Well, now, thank you very much, Mr. Miller.
That's all right. And I still say...
No. I'm going to pay for my lunch, Mr. Miller. I suppose it's foolish to be so particular, but I'm afraid I just couldn't get along any other way.
Orville James Hastings, at the age of 62, was one of the busiest check flashers in the country and was wanted by almost every state east of the Mississippi River. In his various schemes for passing bad checks, Orville posed as everything from a health inspector to an assistant district attorney. He traveled a great deal, but once a year took a few months off from his strenuous work to settle in a certain rooming house close by the Belmore racetrack.
Hello?
Hello, is Mr. Hastings there?
Yes, he is. Who is this, please?
Well, this is his office calling.
Oh, hold on. Mr. Hastings?
Yes?
Telephone.
Thank you. I'm coming.
Hold on, please. He's coming.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mrs. Delahanty. Who is it?
Your office.
Oh, good. I've been expecting this. Hello?
Mr. Hastings, it's me, Sam.
Oh, yes, Mr. Travis.
Mr. Hastings, I don't think I got good news for you.
You mean our project fell through?
Yeah, he fell through coming into stretch. Believe me, Mr. Hastings, he was leading all the way, and then all of a sudden, phooey.
Oh, I see.
Mr. Hastings, there must have been something crooked in that race, believe me, because my information was absolutely reliable.
Oh, I'm sure it was, Mr. Travis.
But listen, Mr. Hastings, I got something in the Belmore Stakes that is positively sensational. Now, I'm only letting 10 of my clients in on this, and you are one. Can you come down to my place right now?
Well, yes, I think so.
Okay, I'll be waiting. But don't tell anybody about this, you understand?
No, I won't.
Okay, I'll see you then.
Goodbye, Mr. Travis. Mrs. Delahanty.
I had the coffee on the stove when I heard you getting up, Mr. Hastings.
Thank you. You know, it's all I ever need till noon, and if I have to take time to stop at a restaurant...
I know, Mr. Hastings. Working for the government, your time's never your own, huh? Poor Mr. Delahanty, rest his soul. When he was with the sanitation department, it was just like that. Sit down, Mr. Hastings.
Thank you.
I hope you won't be going out on another assignment and leaving us for months again.
I hope not.
Cream and sugar?
Yes, please.
Investigating must be very trying on the nerves, though I wouldn't want you to tell me what you're working on. I'm not the kind that asks rumors all sorts of questions.
Oh, you're a paragon among landladies, Mrs. Delahanty.
I hope that's something good.
It is.
How about a nice soft-boiled egg to keep you company till lunch?
No, thanks. This just fine.
Delahanty was the same way, a mouthful of coffee and rushed to work. That's what did him in, never taking a decent breakfast and rushing all the time. Mr. Hastings, take it easy, won't you?
Why, yes. Yes, I will.
No one to worry about but yourself, so there's no use running like crazy, is there?
No, I guess there isn't.
You haven't even touched your coffee.
Oh, so I haven't.
What you need is someone to look after you, Mr. Hastings.
I'm afraid I do.
Delahanty was the same way, always neglecting his proper nourishment. If I had only made him quit like I should have and bought us a little rooming house down in Florida. Oh, well, that's water over the dam, as the fella says.
You and Mr. Delahanty...
We saved $18,000 and then used it up for him being sick.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, that's the way it goes. But if I had the money now...
Would you go to Florida?
In 5 minutes.
Well, now, maybe someday some nice man will come along.
At my age.
Age is only in the mind, Mrs. Delahanty.
Thank you, Mr. Hastings. That's just the way Mr. D himself would have said it, but I know what it's going to be, just like it is now, only there'll be more of it. You sure you won't have an egg, Mr. Hastings?
No, thank you. I really have to be getting to the office. There's something quite important that has to be taken care of.
And that's all that's got to be done. They take care of this jock, and the race is in the satchel.
And who is they?
Mr. Hastings, do I ask you your business?
No, I'm sorry. What'll this horse pay, Sam?
Mr. Hastings, I have every reason to believe that we will go to the post at 30 to 1.
30 to 1?
Or more. Listen, they've been holding this animal under wraps for so long, he goes crazy in the sunlight.
30 to 1.
For a $100 ticket, $3,000.
Are you sure?
Mr. Hastings, have I ever given you a bum steer?
Yes, several times.
All right. This time, I guarantee a winner. You can have my right arm if I'm wrong.
I don't want your right arm, Sam. I want How much would I have to put down to win $18,000?
How much?
$18,000.
Well, if you go out to the track and make the bet, and the odds are 30 to 1, it would take 600 smackers.
That's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah. You better make it 100, just in case there's an earthquake or something unreliable.
No, I need exactly $18,000, Sam. What's the date today?
The 5th.
That gives me almost a month to get the 600.
Yeah.
I'll call you in 3 weeks, Sam, after I take a little business trip.
Okay, Mr. Hastings, you're the boss.
Now, you're positive this horse can't lose?
Mr. Hastings, I stand to make a 10% commission on this piece of advice I'm giving you. Would I risk my professional reputation if I didn't know we had a winner?
Although bad checks passed by Orville Hastings appeared at a steady, unhurried pace throughout the year, in the spring of 1952, 3 $75 checks were reported in a single week. Hastings had never been this energetic before, and when Agent Reynolds and I called on a roadhouse owner who had cashed one of the checks, we began to find the reason.
So I figured the guy is with the State Liquor Authority. Well, nothing's the matter with my license, but why take chances, so I cash his check.
Did he show you any identification?
Come to think of it, he flashed some kind of card inside his wallet, but I didn't look. I just said, that's fine, Inspector. Sit down, have a drink.
Is this the man in this picture, Mr. Connors?
Yeah, that looks like him.
How about this angle?
Yeah, that's him, all right. Hey, that's some record he hung up, huh?
Yes, he's been around quite a bit.
Funny, isn't it? You'd never think it to look at him. Nice, quiet old guy, no family, no troubles, no problems. All he's got to worry about is who's going to win the Belmore Stakes 2 weeks from now.
He talked to you about horse racing?
I'll say he did. He's so worked up about some animal named Honey Boy, you'd think it was a blood relation.
This horse is running in the Belmore Stakes.
Yeah, and anybody with a brain in their heads knows that Cimarron is going to take the Belmore in a walk. I even told him that.
What did he say?
He just smiled. Said he'd be glad to meet me at Belmore after the race and take my personal apology. What a screwball.
Steve.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's worth a chance, isn't it?
Sure is.
What?
We're just examining the possibility that Hastings might actually be out at Belmore Park for that race.
Hey, you know, he might at that. But I can't figure why he'd bet a dog like Honey Boy, believe me.
Well, there it is, Sam. $600 for Honey Boy.
Great, Mr. Hastings. Now, you're going to lay this bet out at the track, aren't you?
Of course, and the minute he comes in, I'll put your 10% in an envelope, and you'll have it the next morning.
No hurry, Mr. Hastings. I'll be right outside the park waiting for you.
Oh, okay, Sam.
You're still going to bet the whole 600.
I am, unless you're worried about anything.
Worried? Listen, your only problem is how to keep this off your income tax.
I can manage
You'll
that.
be in a 20% bracket. Maybe you better get married so you could have some deductions.
Maybe I should at that.
Well, now, I'm only kidding, Mr. Hastings.
I know.
Even the joint return isn't worth getting tied up with females.
You don't think so?
I know so. I'm a 3-time loser.
Well, I haven't tried it once yet.
Take my advice, Mr. Hastings. Stay like you are.
Well, I'm 62, Sam, and I've never really had a home of my own.
Yeah, you don't know how lucky you are.
Well, you may think differently in another 30 years.
Hey, what's the matter with you, Mr. Hastings? Now, you aren't actually...
I might be, Sam, but I haven't spoken to the lady yet.
Mr. Hastings, you will pardon the expression, but you are definitely heading in the wrong direction.
Why, isn't it time I settled down?
Why don't you think it over another 25 years? You're too young to get all sewed up.
Sam, I'll take your advice on the horses, but frankly, I don't think you know anything else.
Frankly, Mr. Hastings, I don't. But so far, I never had a horse that asked for alimony.
And so after poor Delahanty was laid away, there wasn't much left, so I just put an ad in the paper for rumors, and the good Lord sent me a house full. That was 16 years ago, and I haven't had a chance to sit down yet.
And do you mind?
Oh, heavens, no. I couldn't stand not to work.
Mrs. Delahanty.
Yes?
Wouldn't you still like to have a place in Florida?
Yes, I think I would. Oh, Crescent Park is all right, but these winters, well, they do get inside your bones, don't they?
Yes, they do, Mrs. Delahanty. I'm working on a business proposition that will net me a considerable amount of money. I've been thinking of Florida myself, and I wondered...
Yes, Mr. Hastings?
Well, I wondered if you might consider undertaking a joint venture with me in Florida.
Of what nature, Mr. Hastings?
Well, you might call it financial in a way, and then in another way, well, I guess you might call it matrimonial.
Matrimonial?
Yes. Of course, I realize that this is rather sudden. I mean, after all, I've only known you...
5 years this coming 4th of June.
5 years?
On the 4th. I remember the day you first walked in here, just like it was yesterday.
5 years, it hardly seems possible.
Well, it's the truth. Now, you were saying...
Can't be 5 years.
Well, it is. Now, as to this joint venture...
I thought I was in Chicago 5 years ago this June.
You were here, Mr. Hastings. And if you're asking me to marry you, I don't see any use beating about the bush. I'd be proud to accept.
You mean you'd say yes?
Yes. I say yes.
Oh, well, now that's splendid. Well, now that that's settled, there's something else that I've been meaning to ask you for quite a while now.
Yes, Mr. Hastings?
My first name is Orville. What's your first name, Mrs. Delahanty?
On the day of the Belmore Stakes, a score of track detectives and agents of our bureau moved with the huge crowd in intent to spot Orville Hastings. Like Hastings, we were playing a long shot, and we hoped it would pay off. Agent Reynolds and I were covering the betting windows in the downstairs section of the clubhouse.
Do you know, Orville, this is the first time in my whole life that I've ever been to a horse race. Oh, my goodness, where do all these people come from? Orville, do you think it would be sinful if I made a little bet on one of the races?
Of course not. That's what we're here for.
Oh, but Delahanty never approved of the races. He was always used to say they were frequented by the criminal elements. That isn't so, is it, Orville? You don't see any of the criminal elements, do you?
Not a one, Emma.
It's much too nice a day for them anyway. Orville, if I wanted to make a bet now, how would I go about it?
Well, I'll make it for you. Who do you want to bet on?
Well, I think the brown ones are the prettiest, don't you?
Well, I don't usually pick them by color, but Honey Boy in the next race is a chestnut. Now, would you like to bet on him?
Yes, I would, Orville, if you're sure he'll win.
I'm sure, Emma.
All right, I'll bet $2. Here you are.
Now, you want that on the nose?
Wherever you think's best, Orville.
All right, on the nose. Here, now, you go back to the seats and wait for me. And I'll go to that window over there and get our tickets.
That window? Well, that says for $100 tickets, Orville.
You just let me handle this, Emma. Now, you go to the seats and I'll meet you.
I'll be waiting.
I'll be there in just a few minutes, Emma. Excuse me, please. Going through, please. Thank you. Now, Honey Boy, 6 times, please. Thank you. Excuse me, please. Going through, please.
Just a minute, Hastings.
What?
FBI, come along with me, please.
I beg your pardon?
FBI, Hastings.
Well, there must be some mistake, gentlemen. My name is Hubert Wesley. I'm one of the owners of the Wesley Stables.
We know all about that. Come along now.
Gentlemen, I assure you...
Come on, Hastings.
Oh, now, fellas, have a heart with you. I've got $600 on this next race, and there's the bugle.
Let's go into the clubhouse office, Hastings, and we'll talk things over.
I just called the office, Dave. We can take him down to headquarters.
Good.
Gentlemen, the least you could do is tell me who won the race. It was over 5 minutes ago.
How's he going to be booked, Steve?
Gentlemen, if I cooperate fully in the interest of justice...
You know who won the race, Steve?
Yeah, I couldn't help overhearing it. There was a spill coming around the far turn, and Honey Boy fell across the finish.
Did you say Honey Boy?
Yes. Now look, Hastings.
You didn't by any chance hear the price he paid?
$59, I think.
I have 6 $100 tickets.
6?
$100 tickets.
Well, I'll be...
Gentlemen, I have a suggestion. If I give you these tickets to collect for me, would it be possible to forget this whole...
Are you trying to bribe us?
No,
Hastings?
Not exactly. I'm merely suggesting...
Okay, then, let's go.
Well, aren't we going to collect my money?
We'll decide what to do about that later. The tickets are good. Come on.
But if we collect now, it would save a lot of trouble.
We're not particularly anxious to save you trouble.
Well, I understand, but gentlemen, this female approaching is a chance acquaintance of the afternoon. I'd prefer...
Orville, for goodness sake, where have you been?
Madam, if you continue to pursue me in this unladylike
Orville,
fashion...
our horse won the race, and the gentleman next to me said that I get $59 for the ticket you bought me. Where do I collect the money, Orville?
Madam, if you have questions concerning a wager, I suggest you ask an attendant.
All right, Hastings, come off it.
Gentlemen, I assure you, I only met this woman an hour ago, and if she is presuming...
Orville, what a thing to say.
Ma'am, do you know this man?
Of course I know him. He rents a room at my house.
Oh, Emma, I was only trying to spare you embarrassment. These men are from the FBI. They've invited me to testify in certain matters.
He's under arrest, ma'am. I'm afraid we'll have to ask you to come along with us, too.
Under arrest? For what?
Emma, my dear, they haven't got a thing on me now. It's just routine. Gentlemen, surely you don't need this lady. She knows absolutely nothing.
Orville, what a thing to say. I know plenty. He's a good man, and whatever he's done, I'm sure he had a good reason.
Thank you, Emma.
I mean it, Orville.
I'm sure you do, dear. Now, if I may make one more suggestion, gentlemen.
You may not. Where's the car, Steve?
At the clubhouse gate.
Okay, for the last time, Hastings, let's go.
On the advice of his lawyer, Orville Hastings entered a plea of guilty to the charges of forgery against him. However, he offered to repay all his victims with the money he won on the horse race, and since there seemed to be no legal barrier to this procedure, he was allowed to do so. The prison sentence, in view of his advanced age and restitution of the money, was 2 years. With good behavior, Hastings will be out shortly, and his constant visitor, Mrs. Emma Delahanty, will no doubt be waiting. Our files are closed at 30 to 1.
In tonight's story, Bill Smith played the part of Orville Hastings, and Agnes Young was Emma Delahanty. This radio dramatization for the FBI in Peace and War was written by Louis Pelletier. These programs are produced and directed by Betty Mandeville. All names and characters used on the program are fictitious. Any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental. This program is based upon Frederick L. Collins' copyrighted book, The FBI in Peace and War. And the transcribed broadcast does not imply endorsement, authorization, or approval by the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
We pause now for station identification.
71 years ago, July 6, 1955, the FBI in Peace and War on Classic Radio Theater. Tomorrow on the podcast, we will be joined by Dick Powell as Richard Rogue in Rogue's Gallery from 1946 and The Cabin on the Lake, and Did Justice Triumph, and Candy Matson, Yukon 28209, starring Natalie Masters, in a program developed by her husband, initially for him to be the actor, but they switched it up, made it for Candy. This West Coast show was broadcast 77 years ago, July 7, 1949, and the very first show of the Casey Crime Photographer series, except back then it was Flash Gun Casey back in 1943. And then we'll wrap it all up with an episode of Claudia. That's coming up tomorrow here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Now, on Wednesday, we'll have the first episode of The Whisperer, Roy Rogers, Fort Laramie, and Gunsmoke. On Thursday, Dangerous Assignment, Jeff Regan, Investigator, Boston Blackie, and I Was a Communist for the FBI. On Friday, we'll have Granby's Green Acres, the radio predecessor, if you will, to the Green Acres television show. Although it was only a summer series, I think you will find it most enjoyable. Also have Gun Will Travel, and we'll go to Red Gap for The Ruggles of Red Gap, starring Charles Lawton and Charlie Ruggles with Zazu Pitts from the Lux Radio Theater back in 1939. On Saturday, Sam Spade, Murder by Investigators, Escape, and Romance. On Sunday, Philip Marlowe, Screen Guild Theater, The Human Comedy, starring Mickey Rooney and Frank Morgan, and the Lux Radio Theater, Air Force, starring George Raft and Harry Carey. A week from today, Suspense, A Long Night. The summer replacement in 1950 for Suspense, Somebody Knows, where they were offering money for people to come forward on, give them clues that would lead to the arrest and conviction of people dealing with crimes. Alan Ladd in Box 13. And Another Crime, the CBS Radio Workshop in the Case of the White Kitten. That's coming up the week ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox anytime, or talk to us either on our social medias or at classicradio.stream. And the best way to get those social media links is at classicradio.stream. Up next, Crime Classics.
Woody Allen and Diane Keaton in Sleeper, a love story about two people who hate each other 200 years in the future. Sleeper from United Artists, rated PG, parental guidance suggested.
We continue now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox with an episode of Crime Classics. 72 years ago, July 6, 1953, and the shrapnelled body of Charles Drew Sr.
Crime Classics. I am Thomas Hyland. I'm going to tell you another true crime story. Listen. The sound you hear is that of a man having his right hand hook filed. It's Saturday night in London town, and he wants to be gleaming and presentable. The year is 1739, when a well-sharpened hook in London town was considered prudent. And Captain Rat, that's R-A-T-T, besides being a drunkard, a scoundrel, and a smuggler, was a prudent man. The young man handling the file is named Charles Drew, Jr., and he is performing this intimate little ironmongery because he needs a favor done. Captain Rat can help him out. He can supply the youngster with an alibi. And Junior badly needs one, for he has just shot his father dead. And tonight, my report to you on the shrapnelled body of Charles Drew Sr.
Crime Classics, a new series of true crime stories taken from the records and newspapers of every land, from every time. Your host each week, Mr. Thomas Hyland, connoisseur of crime, student of violence, and teller of murders. Now, once again, Mr. Thomas Hyland.
The year, as I've told you, is 1739, and the place, Long Melford in the county of Suffolk. Long Melford was a small, quiet town near London, and in it, a manor. And in the manor, a high-vaulted room of roaring fire, great shadows, and flying buttresses. Directly beneath the buttress that flew toward the west, two men, father, son, Charles Drew Sr., Jr.
Son?
Yes, Father?
The time has come for you and I to have a talk.
I'm grateful. There are things vexing me.
Perhaps what I have to tell you will answer your vexation.
I'm very fortunate.
I've tried to be a good father.
A most excellent father. There's no one richer than you in Long Melford.
Which is what I want to talk with you about.
I know.
I've drawn my latest will. This.
What a gentle and most excellent father I have. Have you ear to what they say of you in the square?
No, what do they say?
That you are gentle and most excellent. What of the will?
I'm leaving everything to your 5 sisters. And to you 6pence. To lend, to spend, to start your fortune.
But the last will, the one before this, you left me everything. And only a kind word to my 5 sisters.
That was when you were 11. Now you are 19.
And a good son.
To whom good?
To you good.
Nay, to the cutthroats and smugglers with whom you cozen.
It is not so.
This is so, I know it. You consort with people of ill fame. And also with Mr. Richardson's housekeeper.
Shall I explain this of Mr. Richardson's housekeeper to you?
'Twould be well.
She is a most excellent housekeeper, and I wish to employ her for our own household.
And this you have been trying to do for the last year.
Well, she demands high payment.
Our family can afford high payment.
But I personally cannot, Father. Not until I inherit your fortune.
And which with this new will never be.
Father.
I don't scare, son. Wave that gun or...
A smattering of intelligence concerning 1739 ballistics. Ammunition was chiefly of two types, round or irregular. The former was manufactured by dropping chunks of molten lead from a great height, and when it reached the vat of water at the bottom of flight, it was round, due to centrifugal forces and gravity. Among men who puttered with this sort of thing, round shot was considered pretty fancy. Mostly, guns were loaded in this era by whatever iron junk was to hand. It should be recorded that Charles Drew, Jr. had stopped at a small junkyard on his way to talk with his dad. This is the reason the coroner found numerous pieces of irregular junk iron in Dad's corpse. Let's see what Dad's son is up to now. Scene, Ye Old Bunnery, a rundown bake shop on Abernathy Lane. The time, 2 hours later. Principals, Charles Drew, Jr. and a Mr. Humphrey, bun baker.
What brings you to Ye Old Bunnery, Charlie?
I want to know a thing.
And that is what?
Humphrey, how would you like £100?
You were saying £100?
All you must do is say you killed a man.
I killed a man. My £100, please.
You must say you killed my father.
I killed your father. My £100.
To the police.
Charlie.
£200 now, and £200 after you've been to the police.
You killed your poor old dad, Charlie?
With this pistol.
Huh? Leave you to be a very rich man?
If someone were to go to the police and said he killed my father, he would be rich too.
With his neck in the gibbet.
I would guarantee that the man would be released. Inside of a week, he would be released. There are jailers who would release such a man, persuaded correctly, with enough money.
A guarantee, I know a guarantee. Write me a confession that you killed your poor, dear old dad. I will hide it. I will go to the police and confess the deed. If I'm still in jail in a week, I will tell the jailer where to find your confession.
Wrap me up half a dozen of your excellent buns, Humphrey, and I will give you £200, plus the price of them.
Thereupon, Humphrey plucked a quill from his favorite goose in the back goose coop, sharpened it, and presented it to Charlie. With it, the lad wrote out his confession, paid up, and left. Humphrey waited for his wife, got permission to leave the shop, stopped at his house for a moment, then walked into the local constabulary and made history with this statement.
If you boys are looking for a corpus, try 26 Bloom Street. If you're wondering what his name is, it's Charles Drew Sr. If you're wondering who did the murder on him, it's me. And my name is Humphrey.
The police, upon arriving at the appropriate room at 26 Bloom Street, understood immediately that foul play had been done. One of the constables was assigned to look in on the household of Mr. Humphrey, and there saw the Humphrey children at play at Thistle-de-doo, a game usually played with marbles, but by the Humphrey children played with pieces of iron junk, which latter were of a size that could easily be rammed down the muzzle of a gun. The gun was there, too, under a pillow on Mr. Humphrey's side of the bed. Mrs. Humphrey, who in the meanwhile had returned home, shook her head philosophically when apprised of the situation. It is recorded that Mrs. Humphrey's parents had both been put away as confirmed smugglers, a felony against the Crown. The next day, in jail...
Nice of you to visit me, Charlie.
Yes.
What news do you bring? When am I to be released?
I went to see Sir Roger Firebrace.
How is Sir Roger?
Dead. 'Tis a pity, too, for he would have gotten your release in an ounce for a few £100.
Don't forget, laddie, I've got your confession. You've got till Sunday.
The youngster, however, knew another man of note, Sir Chauncey Fenwick. Sir Chauncey was compassionate and understood the situation exactly, but unfortunately had just had one of his periodic fallings out with the magistrate's wife. But Sir Chauncey did not send the lad away empty-handed. He suggested an old sea dog named Captain Rat, with 2 T's.
What's the file, Mr. Drew? You'll be missing me hook and be scraping my wrist.
I'm very sorry, Captain Rat.
Nervous, bean't you?
But I travelled here to London to talk to you.
You see, Sir Fenwick sent you to me.
Sir Fenwick took £500 and said he could do nothing with it. You're my last resort, Captain Rat.
A wee bit dear, Mr. Drew. Aye. Now, what can old Captain Rat do for you?
Do you have any influential friends?
What be you needing?
An alibi.
For yourself?
For a friend.
Aye. 'Tis always for a friend. What about him?
He confesses he killed my father.
And he be your friend?
By killing my father, he made me rich. I bear him no malice.
And for him you want an alibi. Why? Why not let him rot? Why, sonny?
You see...
You kill your daddy, sonny?
Keep the hook, Captain. You almost stuck me.
Pardon, young gentleman. An alibi you want, is it? For a friend, To say what?
That my friend is making a mistake. That he is having hallucinations. That he did not kill my father because he was with you the night my father died.
And where, Mr. Drew, will that leave you?
Oh, since one has confessed to the crime, it is doubtful whether I would be charged with it.
Sly one. Bean't you a sly one, young gentleman? Bean't you?
Oh.
I'll travel down to the jail with you and have a talk with your friend. How's that, huh?
Very good.
I'll need £500 for expenses.
Oh, yes.
Now?
Yes.
It is wasting a Saturday night and all, coming down here to the dungeon speaking to you, Mr. Humphrey. But I don't mind.
And you're going to furnish me an alibi, Captain?
This be a strange one.
I explained it all to you, Captain.
You kill your dad. This one here says he done it. Now the both of you want me to say he couldn't have done it because he was with me.
That lad thought it up. He's the bright one, not me.
My plan will work. By the time you get Humphrey out of here and the police begin to dig about again, I'll be in Paris. Lost. I will change my name, and with my fortune I can...
For your fortune, I will do it.
I gave you £500.
The pittance. Your fortune, Mr. Drew.
Except what he's promised to me.
What about it, lad?
No.
Fella! Pleasant talking to both of you.
It's Saturday night, Charlie. What will you do? It's Saturday night, Charlie. I've got your confession hidden away. And tomorrow's Sunday. What will you do?
looked at each other there in the dungeon, the jailed and the young visitor. And the question hung there. What would Charlie do?
It's Saturday night, and tomorrow is Sunday. What will you do, Charlie?
You are listening to Crime Classics and your host, Thomas Hyland. Tomorrow night, hear the premiere performance of 21st Precinct, a new hard-hitting mystery series revealing the inner workings of the world's largest police force. 21st Precinct, produced by CBS radio team that gave you Gangbusters, is a program you'll want to listen for every Tuesday night on most of these same stations. Premiere performance tomorrow night on CBS radio. And now, once again, Thomas Hyland and the second act of Crime Classics, and his report to you on the shrapnelled body of Charles Drew Sr.
It's a short, dusty road from Long Melford to London. Not only that, but these days it's hard to find. In its day, however, it was remarkable for two things. The brothers Shoespooner, Dick and Harry, who embarked on a career of highwaymanship on the morn of June 3, 1735, were hung on the eve of that same day from the highest branch of an elm at a fork on Long Melford Road. The other historic feature of Long Melford Road is the fact that on a Sunday morning, a young murderer, Charles Drew Jr., and his lady love rode a coach down its ruts.
Oh, he's a ranting, roving lad. He is a brisk and a bonny lad. Betide what may, I will be wed and follow the boy with the white cockade.
Liz.
What is it, dearie?
Shut up.
Everyone's singing that song, dearie. It's the rage.
Please, shut up.
Oh, Duck, what's the matter?
You're the cause of it all.
Of what, old Duck?
By killing my father.
You wanted a way to have all his money? I told you a way to do, that's all.
Yes.
Oh, Duck, dearie. You'll see when we get to London what a time I'll show you. Make you forget.
Since I've killed him, I've done everything wrong.
Will you listen to Liz again? Will you?
Surely I'll listen, Poodle.
Oh, Duck.
Monkey.
When you listen to Liz.
Surely.
We get to London, we change your name, and you forget about Humphrey.
But if I don't get him out of jail tonight, he'll show the police my confession.
But you'll be in London. Start forgetting about him right now.
All right.
And so they fled to London town, little knowing that they had made a road famous. In London, they located a little-known hideaway called Bonhomme Carter's Thorny Bull Inn on the corner of Asquith and Chiswick. The lad registered under an alias, Thomas Roberts. Liz, however, registered in her own name, Elizabeth Bathall. As this was going on back in Long Melford Jail, where Mr. Humphrey was, there transpired this.
In 1 hour, Wifey, I'm getting out of here.
You be a fool.
How? A fool?
When'd you ever have so much money?
What bun are you baking, Wifey?
This bun. The lad's given you money, all that money, and he's good for more.
Aye?
All we want.
He's a rich one, that's true.
We can get more money before you show his confession.
How? You said he fled.
His Liz told me they were off to London town. You could write him a letter and say as long as he paid you £20 a day, you'd be willing to stay where you are.
£20 a day? That's a robbery.
I will go to London and find Master Drew and present him with the letter.
How will you find him?
Oh, I will ask here and about of him.
London, eh, Barty?
London.
What of the children?
Mrs. Nickelrod says she will take care of them.
And you, alone in London?
So Mrs. Humphrey went to London. A few observations about Mrs. Humphrey. Wash away the flour and the excess dough. Put on long sleeves to hide the muscles made prominent from kneading bun dough. Comb the hair. Exchange shoes for boots. And Gertrude Humphrey was rather presentable. When she went to London, Mrs. Humphrey did all of these things. Plus making a mental note not to laugh too much. Not only because of the horrible sound she made, but also because of the mischievous twitch it brought on, which she could not control. So, off she went to this place, to that, to this pub, to that, asking for a Mr. Drew. I should like to comment here that in 1739 the gin was of an excellent Holland distillation. However, its chemistry had a peculiar reaction with Gertrude Humphrey. Though she fought it, and though she laughed not at the most hilarious joke, including the historically famous one about Lady Mumbly and the Troubadour, the gin caused her to twitch mischievously. This attracted to her London dandies, who plied her with more Holland gin, and who promised her help in finding Mr. Drew, and who never did. But Gertrude never lost sight of her mission, and one night in a pub in Covent Garden...
Mister...
What's your present, dearie? Well, now, dearie.
I want a gin.
Gin for the lady. What's your name, dearie?
Gertie.
Gertie. Here's your gin, Gertie. Drink up. Well, now, dearie.
Is your name Drew?
Is that what you want my name to be?
I'm looking for Mr. Drew. Mr. Drew, is there a Mr. Drew?
Yes.
Oh, now, Gertie. I'm the one that's bought you the gin.
Yes. My name is Drew.
You ain't the Drew I'm looking for.
Oh, now, why do you say that?
Here now, lad. I'm the fellow who's bought her the gin.
Here's a guinea, my lad. Find another lady who likes gin.
Oh, I will, that governor. Thank you. Bye, Gertie.
Oh, now, why do you weep, pretty one?
You're so beautiful. Always crying beautiful things.
Gin for the lady. Now, stop that weeping. Here's your gin. I say, mischievous wink you have.
Is that truly your name?
Truly, Ladybird, it is.
Ladybird.
And you were looking for me?
Ladybird.
Well, my name is Drew, and you shouted for Mr. Drew.
So beautiful you are.
What do you want of me?
I've a letter for a man named Drew.
Really?
Oh, I want you, David. I really do.
Then give it to me.
You must turn your back now.
Right you are.
Yeah. Oh, you what a conniver you are.
His name really was Drew, Timothy Drew. It's one of those coincidences in history which gave rise to the old saw, truth is stranger than fiction, as they say. And he was a curious man, and a proud man, jealous of his name, Drew. He had heard his name mentioned, and he was forced to find out why. He read the letter then and there. He read it again, a little later, out loud, to the police.
Had my missus told you have gone to London with Liz Bathall. But, Charlie, my lad, you shall pay me £20 a day, else I will tell that you have murdered your poor daddy. I have your paper, which you confessed you did, right where nobody but me knows where. So when my wife hands you this letter, you better give her money and find a way to keep it, giving it to her, your faithful servant, Mr. Walter Humphrey. Gentlemen, here in London is a man named Charles Drew. He has murdered his father, and he bears the same surname as I. I cannot permit this deed to go unpunished.
Even in 1739, the London police were thorough, and, goaded by the enormity of the crime and spurred and accompanied by a man whose name had been besmirched, they combed the alleys, hostelries, pubs, dens. It was late on a moist Thursday morning when Timothy Drew happened into Bonhomme Carter's Thorny Bull Inn on the corner of Asquith and Chiswick. Bonhomme Carter denied the presence of a Mr. Charles Drew, but affirmed that a Liz Bathall was most certainly a guest there. He directed Timothy to Liz's chambers.
Who is it?
Open the door.
No games, dear. It's too early. Who is it?
A representative of the police.
Well, why didn't you say?
May I come in?
If you be the police, you can do anything, ain't that so?
Thank you.
I ain't done nothing.
Is your name Elizabeth Bathall?
It is.
Do you know a man named Charles Drew?
What's he look like?
I don't know.
Then how can I tell if I know him? Here. What sort do you take me for? There's no one in me closets.
What is this young man doing under your bed, madam?
Oh, a man? What's he...
Quiet, woman. Is your name Charles Drew? I'm talking to you under the bed there. Is your name Charles Drew?
Sir.
Come out from under there, sir.
That's right, sir. My name is Charles Drew, sir.
And did you kill your father?
It would be a small life living as I have been. Yes, I killed my father.
I have the original issue of a Gazette dated January 22nd, 1740, from which I'd like to read. The melancholy proof that when a man has abandoned all religious principles and has suffered his depraved appetites and passions to govern his reason was shown yesterday when Charles Drew, Jr. was hanged in Long Melford. Since the hanging elm on Long Melford Road had recently been demolished to make a keel for the British Navy, a new gibbet was erected. This gibbet was equipped with a new mechanical device invented by Mr. Douglas Langford of Eastbourne. Mr. Langford is to be congratulated.
In just a moment, Thomas Hyland will tell you about next week's crime classic. The shrapnelled body of Charles Drew, Sr., tonight's crime classic, was adapted from the original court reports and newspaper accounts by Morton Fine and David Friedkin. The music was adapted from themes of the period and conducted by Bernard Herrmann, and the program is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis. Thomas Hyland is portrayed on radio by Lou Merrill. Charles Drew, Jr. was played by Terry Kilburn, and Liz by Betty Harford. Featured in the cast were Paul Frees, Ben Wright, Irene Tedrow, William Johnstone, and Anthony Ellis. Bob Lamont speaking. And here again is Thomas Hyland.
Next week, the office directly below that occupied by Oliver Wendell Holmes is the scene of a catastrophe. The place, Harvard Medical School. The time, 1849. My report on the terrible deed of Dr. Webster. Thank you. Good night.
It's big news when a former publisher, soldier, and congressman, the famous son of a famous father, stars in a new radio series. And this Wednesday night, you'll want to listen with all your might when CBS Radio stars Will Rogers, Jr. as Rogers of the Gazette over most of these same stations. Rogers of the Gazette tells the story of a small-town newspaper editor, what he stands for, and also what he refuses to stand for. Premiere performance this Wednesday on CBS Radio. Stay tuned now for Gary Moore with Arthur Godfrey's Talent Scouts, which follows immediately over most of these same stations. And remember, America now listens to 110 million radio sets and listens most to the CBS Radio Network.
You notice when Elliot Lewis was a producer of Suspense, he did a lot of these type of shows. True crime stories. And Crime Classics is that. Going back in time and coming up with these stories based on actual criminal cases. Lou Merrill does a good job as Thomas Hyland, the light-hearted narrator of crime stories. Crime Classic, 72 years ago, July 6, 1953, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Up next, Crime and Peter Chambers, starring Dane Clark.
The Mummy. Fear will freeze you when you face it. The Mummy. Born from the darkest tomb of the pharaohs, it rises from the quiet dust of centuries to wreak a strange vengeance against mankind. The Mummy. It tears steel bars like paper. It snaps men's spines like matchsticks. It walks through bullets like a ghost. The Mummy. It sees without eyes, it lives without breath, yet its desires are strangely, madly human.
The motion picture screen's most shocking experience in suspense.
In chilling Technicolor.
The Mummy.
So this show was supposed to be the replacement in the summer's time for Rocky Fortune, starring Frank Sinatra. But at the end of March, Sinatra said, that's it, we're done. And so this show started in April, continued through September. Dane Clark, Crime and Peter Chambers. This show goes back 72 years to July 6th, 1954.
Crime and Peter Chambers. Created by Henry Kane, transcribed and starring Dane Clark. Private investigator, duly licensed and duly sworn, Peter Chambers.
You're a private eye. That's your business. Anything else, that's for laughs. No laughs now because you're working on a case, and the case happens to involve a little matter of murder. And there ain't no laughs in murder, despite the Broadway playwrights and arsenic and old lace. There just ain't no laughs in murder nohow. Your client is an insurance company that stands to lose 300,000 solid simoleons, and you're down at headquarters at the office of a good friend by name of Detective Lieutenant Louis Parker.
Frank Reed, wealthy manufacturer of dolls, senior partner in the firm of Reed and Carson, dead by reason of an infusion of bullets in the office of his factory on 23rd Street. Happened last night at 10 o'clock. Now, what's your interest, Peter Pan?
I've been hired by the insurance company, Louis.
Huh? What insurance company?
Sampson Indemnity. Insured Frank Reed for $150,000. double indemnity, which is $300,000 in case of accidental death.
Frank Reed's brother is beneficiary under that policy.
Correct. Gent by name, John Reed.
Quite a guy, this John Reed. Poet, dreamer, highly sophisticated hunk of nothing.
Look, Louis, this guy stands to pick up 300,000 big ones. Frank took out that policy only 4 days ago, paid one premium. The company's going to get stuck, and get stuck heavy.
Exactly why have you been hired, Pete?
Well, overall, to help solve this murder. But if it turns out that John Reed knocked off his brother, the company saves $300,000. So they hire a private eye. You know, sort of an investment.
All right, what do you want to know?
To coin a phrase, the facts, pal, the facts.
See, now, the doll factory's on 23rd. Office on the ground floor. Windows face out to an alley. Now, Frank Reed had an appointment with his partner for 10 o'clock yesterday evening. Private business conference. Windows were open, hot night. Partner gets there, and she finds him...
Did you say she?
Oh, Sonny, where did you get to that? She, and a gorgeous one. Viola Carson, young, beautiful, skillful designer. Junior partner. Boy, is she...
Okay. So she gets there.
Yeah. When she gets there, according to her, the place shows signs of a terrific struggle. Frank Reed's on the floor, 3 bullets in him. That's her story. That's all we got is her story.
Anything else?
Yeah, the guy's dying. She revives him. He comes to for maybe a minute. He tells her, according to her, that someone came in through that office window, conked him from behind. That he tried to fight him off, and then the bullets came. See, he tried to write a note after his assailant left. Then this Frank Reed dies in her arms, and clutched in his hand is a note.
You got the note?
Yeah, right here. Yeah, take a look.
See, the cufflink is... That's the entire note? The cufflink is?
Yeah, that's right. The cufflink is. Notice the scrawl at the end there. His strength gave out. He was trying to tell us something, but Lord knows what.
Was he wearing cufflinks?
Yeah, he was.
Any connection?
None that we can figure out. Petey, why don't you go down there and look over, as they say, the scene of the crime? Factory's closed, but the office is open, and that gorgeous partner of his is there.
Well, you talked me into it, pal.
I'll join you there a little later.
Swell. Oh, by the way, Louis, any special suspects?
Well, if it wasn't some kind of ordinary holdup, the only ones with any interest is John Reed, this partner, Viola Carson, and then there's John Reed's wife, Linda. Oh, and a guy she's kind of stuck on, a dancer by the name of Salvatore Cortez. Here, let me rustle up some of the details for you. You see, this John Reed is married to a haughty, kind of high-type dame.
20 minutes later, you're in the ground floor office of a couple of doll manufacturers, Reed and Carson. The alley windows are open, but there's hardly a breath of air coming in. The walls are lined with shelves holding hundreds of dolls. All the same, the one type of doll they manufacture. There's a large desk, and that's cluttered with many papers, and on that, there's a doll, too, a sample of the one on the shelves. But seated at the desk is a real doll. She's wearing a man-tailored suit, but man-tailoring or no, this one's all woman. Blonde, blue-eyed, with soft rose-petal lips. She stands up, and the figure she displays adds a sparkling new interest to the matter at hand.
Yes? What is it, please?
Are you, Viola Carson?
Yes, I'm Miss Carson.
Miss Carson. That doesn't hurt either. You tell her who you are and why you're here, and she smiles and dimples and cooperates splendidly in the question and answer routine. She corroborates most of the facts that Lieutenant Parker gave you.
And that's about all I know, Mr. Chambers.
Did you read that note that he had in his hand?
Yes, I did. The cufflink is, and then a scrawl. He just couldn't complete it.
Any ideas on that?
No, sir. None.
I noticed that with that lovely blouse of yours that you wear cufflinks, too.
Yes, at the moment. I'm wearing cufflinks.
Now, you say you were to have a business conference with Frank Reed for 10 o'clock last night. Isn't that an unusual hour for business conferences?
Well, Mr. Chambers...
I wish you'd call me Pete.
Why?
Well, people I like them to call me Pete. And I like you, Viola.
Quick like that?
That's me, quick as a bunny.
Well, then we have the same natures. I'm rather precipitate in my likes and dislikes, too.
Well, how do you precipitate with me?
I like you.
Well, then, before we start talking about cocktails and candlelight, let's get back to the detective and suspect routine. Shall we, Viola?
It's your party, Peter.
Now, about that unusual hour for a business conference.
Oh, there's nothing unusual about that. We frequently had conferences at that hour.
I see. Do you know Frank's brother, this John Reed?
I know him very well.
What kind of a guy?
Best I can express it, a character. You'd have to meet him to understand.
You know his wife?
Linda?
Well, that's her name, I think.
A spectacular brunette. And one I hope will never call you Pete.
Well, from what I hear, there's small chance. From what I hear, she's got a guy other than her husband, whom she loves to call by his first name.
Salvatore Cortez.
You know him, too?
He's a flamenco dancer at the Bongo Club. Aside from being a terrific dancer, he's quite an inventive guy. It was he who originally gave Frank Reed the idea for this doll we make. This mama doll.
Oh, you mean Frank stole it and this guy bears a grudge,
Oh, no. He was well paid for his idea. There was no hard feeling between Frank Reed and Cortez.
Well, how about hard feeling between John Reed and Cortez?
None there either.
Well, from what I hear, this Cortez is real palsy-walsy with the guy's wife.
Well, you simply have to meet John Reed to understand that.
I intend to meet John Reed.
Look, Mr. Chambers. Peter. I have got to go now. You can pick this up with me any time you like. I'll be home most of this evening. My address is...
I know your address.
How?
From the police.
Oh, so. All right, then. Au revoir.
You'd have loved to have gone with her, but you've got work. You mess around looking the place over. You take a doll off the wall shelf and you handle it. Cute. Then you look the desk over. You'd pick up the doll on the desk. And suddenly it slips to the floor, and you stoop for it when somebody with a pea shooter in the alley, and the target is you. A look out of the alley window shows you that whoever it is gone. Then the door opens.
That sounded like gunshot.
Well, it wasn't backfire, O'Bean.
Pro or con?
Meaning?
Were you doing the shooting, or were you being shot at?
Shot at.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I was getting too nosy. Well, I think I'm through here. Hey, Louie, look, do you think I can sort of steal this little doll and take it home with me, the one here on the desk?
What's with you and dolls?
Well,
this kind.
I got a little attachment for this one. It slipped from my hands. When I stooped for it, those shots came over my head. So this little one sort of saved my life.
Sure. Anytime you need a carriage or maybe a tricycle or something, just call on old Louie.
So Papa takes his mama doll back to the apartment. And there you shower, clean up, and then you're off again on the usual routine pitch, checking on all the principal characters. It's late when you finally get to John Reed's place, but they should be expecting you. You called and made an appointment.
Good evening, Mr. Chambers. I'm Mrs. Linda Reed.
Linda Reed. Tall, olive-skinned, and attractive. And she greets you with about as much enthusiasm as an Eskimo greets an ice cube in an igloo. She's wearing an off-the-shoulder evening gown tight to her figure. And she's got the kind of figure that a dress should be tight to.
Mr. Reed is in his study, napping. I'll fetch him.
Before you start fetching, Mrs. Reed, a couple of questions, please.
Well, I'm in rather a hurry.
About Frank Reed, deceased. Was he married? Nobody's told me.
He was a widower. 2 children, both grown, both living in Paris.
Did he have brothers and sisters?
Only John, my husband. He was the only brother. Only other relative, in fact.
Did they get along, John Reed and Brother Frank?
Well, let me put it this way. Frank adored John, as witnessed the life insurance policy in his favor. On the other hand, John absolutely abhorred Frank.
Abhorred? But why?
Because my husband abhors anything or anyone who is dull. And he found Frank a stuffy bore.
I see. Your husband is a poet of sorts, isn't he?
Well, let us say a writer.
Does he sell many things?
John? Oh, no, nothing commercial about any of John Reed's work.
Then where's the wherewithal come from?
Oh, Frank was always very kind. As I said, he adored John, actually admired his peculiarities. I'll fetch him now, if you please, Mr. Chambers.
She goes down a corridor and disappears. And you move about looking things over in the well-furnished room when... And you start going in the direction of the shots. When a tall, blond man with sleepy blue eyes comes toward you.
Are you the alleged detective?
Yes, I suppose...
Chambers, isn't it?
Yes, right. Now, look, what was that
Well,
noise?
I imagine you'd serve a better purpose in there. My study. Gunplay, clues, and whatnot. Fingerprints.
Mrs. Reed! Mrs. Reed!
Oh, yes?
Those shots, what were they?
Somebody out there on the fire escape.
Well, did you see who it was?
No, and whoever it was is gone now. He ran down the fire escape.
Oh. Man or woman?
I couldn't tell. I saw somebody, but I couldn't tell.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, let's get out of the shooting gallery and go back out there and talk to your husband.
Well, have you two apprehended the misguided soul who attempted my murder?
What do you know about him, Mr. Reed? You are John Reed.
Yes, I am, and I know nothing about it. I was just opening my eyes from a delicious dream. As far as I know, it could have been my dear wife attempting the assassination of her beloved husband. I wouldn't put it past her. Notoriously poor shot, though.
Well, as long as we're all safe and sound, I'm a little late.
Oh, yes, of course. Off you go, my dear Linda, and my best to Mr. Cortez.
Good evening, then.
That was Salvatore Cortez I was referring to. My wife is quite enamored of him. A highball, Mr. Chambers?
No, thank you. Look, don't our modern poets indulge themselves in the ancient emotion of jealousy, Mr. Reed?
Yes, they do, I suppose. And they do not. Speaking for myself, no jealousy. Oh, I should explain, of course, that my wife and I cordially detest one another.
I see.
And now that the howling clatter of pistols has subsided, I do wish you'd state your business, Mr. Chambers.
Well, sir, as you know, I represent the insurance company.
Yes, and they have some absurd idea that I murdered Frank in order to fall heir to $300,000. Well, sir, it's a pretty good idea at that. In time, I'm sure I'd have come around to thinking about it. But I didn't, that's final.
Any idea who did?
None whatever.
Any idea who just took pot shots at you?
Same answer.
I'll say this for you. You're amazingly unruffled.
Well, I'm a fatalist, Mr. Chambers. My philosophy is that of the ancient Indians. Predestination. To put it in modern and laconic terms, when my number is up, it is up. I'm always singularly free of worry.
Okay, let's change the subject. Now, your wife...
Ah, beautiful woman, isn't she?
Yeah, well, I mean your wife and this Salvatore Cortez.
Great dancer, that young man. Performs at the Bongo Club. That's where she went.
No. What I mean is, what do you...
Mr. Chambers, you're reaching in your attempt to be tactful. There's no reason for that. None whatever. If she's in love with him, just between you and me, I don't give one little toot in Hades. Now, if you please, a very good evening to you, sir.
Next stop, the Bongo Club. From there, you phone to Viola Carson that you'll see her later. And then you lap up some scotch at the bar, and you watch the Salvatore Cortez perform. The guy's dark, slender, and graceful, wrapped up in tight black pants and a white silk shirt and banging his heels against the floor like he's sending out Morse code messages. When he's through, he joins Linda at a secluded table, which turns out to be not so secluded because you sort of mosey over.
Chambers, really, this is too much.
Oh, you are the Mr. Chambers Mrs. Reed has been telling me?
Buster, for me, you don't have to make with that phony Spanish accent.
But I do not understand. I will not have you speak this way to me.
Come off it, will you, pal? I've done a little back-checking. Your name is Sam Cortland. You were born in Brooklyn. Now, how do we get it, straight or phony?
Okay, you get it straight, Mr. Sleuth. As straight as like this. Beat it.
Sonny, unless you talk nice, I'm going to yank you up by your little lily white shirt and maybe paste you up against that wall.
What do you want?
Just a little chatter.
Don't let him intimidate you, Salvatore.
The name is Sam. Didn't you hear me?
I know what his name is.
Okay, what do you want?
Answers to a couple of questions. Civil answers.
All right, let's have them.
You wear cufflinks?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
You wear cufflinks last night?
Last night, I don't remember. I don't remember putting it in my diary.
Oh, you're very funny. Next question. Where were you last night between 9:30 and 10?
In my apartment.
Can you prove that?
I don't have to, pal. If it doesn't suit you, you prove I wasn't.
You won't cooperate, huh?
Words of one syllable? No.
What am I wasting my time for?
That's your time. It's my time that you're wasting that bothers me.
You keep making with the crack, Sonny, and sooner or later, I'm going to rearrange that phony puss of yours.
Now, please, Mr. Chambers.
You grab a cab to Viola Carson's place. And a cute little hideaway she's got. Terrace and stuff. Exactly the spot for cocktails and candlelight. And she's most gracious.
Oh, won't you sit down, Peter? Is there anything new on Frank's death? Any clues? Any ideas?
Well, there is something beating around the back of my head, but I can't put my finger on it. It's a funny case. Somebody running around taking pot shots at everybody, even me.
Please sit down, Peter.
All right.
Ah, good. Wait, I'll take that doll off the chair. It's one of ours.
That's it.
What?
Sweetheart, I think I've got it. Where's your phone? You call down to Parker and you ask him to round up the entire cast of characters and bring them to your apartment. And there, with Parker's cops making a blue-coated semicircle and back with the principals, you go to work with the two dolls. The one from Viola's place and the one you took off Frank Reed's desk.
And now, Peter Chambers, the gentleman with the dolls, is not going to do an Edgar Bergen or a Paul Winchell. Peter Chambers is going to do, Peter Chambers.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Now, first, ladies and gentlemen, the regular doll. Listen, please. And now, the doll I took off Frank Reed's desk. Listen. You know the difference?
Mr. Chambers, if you're so set on playing with dolls, I have a suggestion.
Oh, shut up. Go write yourself a poem
Just
or
a minute,
something.
Louis. Easy, Louis. Once more, ladies and gentlemen, the regular doll. Now, the doll from Frank Reed's desk. Now, there must be a reason for the vocal restriction of the second doll. There must be something jamming up the sound box.
Sure. This doll just says, Ma, and the other says, Ma, Ma.
Hey, you know, you sound cute, Louis.
Oh, I don't shoot.
Now, let's get back to the unfinished note that Frank Reed wrote. The cufflink is... And then he passed out before he could finish it. Now, let's figure it this way. There was a tussle. He tore off his assailant's cufflink, and he put it somewhere. And he tried to write out a note as to just where he did put it, so that the killer would be identified. Now, it's my hunch that it's in the innards of this doll. So, I unscrew the head, and I dig in, like so, and I come up with a cufflink with initials SC. SC for Salvatore Cortez, or even for Sammy Cortland.
What about that, Sammy?
Why, I never saw it.
Did you get the picture, Louis? You see, this Brooklyn tamale bumps off Frank Reed. So John Reed latches on to $300,000. Then he's going to bump John, which explains the shooting off that fire escape. So then dear old Linda latches onto the said $300,000, and then Linda and Salvatore...
Linda, she talked me into it.
That's a lie. It was all his idea.
We were going to get married, Linda and I, but it was her idea. She talked me into it.
It's just the reverse. He talked me
I
into
don't
it.
care who talked who into what. Just keep on talking, Mr. Flamenco
Just a minute,
dancer.
Louis, just a minute. Now, look, Sal, what about me? Why should I be part of your private shooting gallery?
Well, all right. After I got out of there, I realized my cufflink was missing. Right in the place was lousy with cops, and I couldn't go back. But after a day, I knew they didn't have it.
How'd you know?
Well, I had my initials on it. As long as I wasn't arrested, I knew they didn't have it.
And then?
The day I came back for it, you were in the office. I saw you with that doll in your hands. And I heard it, as you said, vocally restricted. And I knew where that cufflink was. I've had experience with dolls. The idea for this type doll was mine. I used my gun. You dropped in time.
Okay, you two. Let's go.
And so Parker links up with his culprits and heads for downtown. And you link up with the lovely Viola Carson and head for cocktails and candlelight.
And there you've had Crime and Peter Chambers. Dane Clark was starred as Peter Chambers. Crime and Peter Chambers was created and written by Henry Kane. Others in the cast were Bill Zuckert, heard as Lieutenant Parker, Bill Griffiths as John Reed, and Leslie Wood as Viola. It was directed by Fred Way. This is Fred Collins inviting you to tune in next week, same time, same station, for Dane Clark in Crime and Peter Chambers.
72 years ago, July 6, 1954, Crime and Peter Chambers, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Well, it's time for a new occupant to be introduced to the home of, or at least to the family of David and Claudia. We'll find out about that next.
There are times every day as you work or you play when a pause would be welcome to you. And it's then that you find a bright thought in your mind that only a Coke will do. 50 million times a day, at home, at work, or on the way, there's nothing like a Coca-Cola, nothing like a Coke.
Yes, for a bright taste and a bracing sparkle, for perfect refreshment every time. There's nothing like ice-cold Coca-Cola.
There's nothing like a Coca-Cola, nothing like a Coke.
Speaking of Coke, let's check in with David and Claudia. This episode of Claudia goes back 78 years, July 6, 1948.
Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia, based on the famous play and novels by Rose Franken. Brought to you transcribed Monday through Friday by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
You're feeling pretty good this morning, Mr. Norton.
I'm feeling very good this morning, Mrs. Brown.
Coming to the hospital to see your son agrees with you.
And being a grandmama agrees with you, Grandma. You know, I think that's what I like best about you.
What? I'm afraid to hear.
You look just the way a grandmother should look. Your hair is white in the right places. You're plump in the right places. You've just the right wrinkles around your eyes. You're a very handsome woman and perfect for the part.
I'm very flattered, David.
Oh, I mean it. There should be more women like you. More grandmothers, I mean.
David, you'll swell this old head of mine.
No fear of that.
My hair's been white in streaks since I can't remember when. Perhaps it's been waiting for just this.
All life waits for this. But some women are afraid to admit it.
David, fatherhood has made you very wise.
Now, don't tell me, Mother, that I'm just like every other newborn father.
No, not at all.
Because I'm not.
Much. Now, if Claudia's still asleep, we can always have a look at young Norton Jr. before you leave.
You know, they seem awfully stingy about showing off babies in this hospital. After he was born last night, all I was allowed to see was a large package of flannel wraps being whisked down the hall.
It's the modern method.
I'll bet he's quite a little man.
Room 802. Here's Claudia's room.
Awfully quiet. She must be asleep.
Maybe she just has nobody to talk to.
Poor Claudia. How unhappy she must be. Do I knock, Mother, or just walk in?
This was your idea. You decide.
Well, I'm not very experienced in this. I don't remember ever calling on my wife the morning after she's had a baby. I'm not quite certain of the protocol.
David, it's been a night. A great deal has happened. but you won't feel like strangers.
You are a mind reader, Mrs. B.
I'm an old lady, that's all.
Never too old to be young, Grandma. I shall knock.
No answer.
She must be asleep.
Nonsense. Claudia asleep? She just didn't hear you. Knock again.
Maybe she's not feeling well.
Twice the reason. Knock again.
Come in, come in, come in.
You see, she hasn't changed at all.
Immutable.
Oh, my shoelace. David, go in while I tie my shoelace.
Come in, come in, come in. What are you waiting for? Oh, David, I hoped it was you.
What are you doing awake? You should be asleep.
What on earth for?
You're supposed to be resting.
I've been awake missing you, darling, for hours. Good morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Norton. Good morning, good morning.
That's better. Oh, David, why can't you be in the hospital, too?
I wish I... Say, the way you look, I don't know what you're doing here.
I don't either. I feel just wonderful this morning. Especially now.
Did you sleep well?
I slept perfectly. Although I was lonesome even while I was asleep. What about you?
Me too.
You look tired.
Well, I had a pretty tough time last night. You forgot.
Oh, that's right. It was just last night. Congratulations, Mr. Norton. I understand you're the proud father of a proud son.
That I am, that I am.
Do you feel any different?
No, not a bit. Do you?
That's a funny thing. I don't feel a bit different. I thought I'd wake up this morning feeling like somebody else.
Like who?
Like the old woman who lived in the shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do.
We only have one.
So far. But now that I've found out how simple it is, we're going to have dozens more.
Hey, not so fast. Give me time to recuperate.
Oh, darling, it is good to see you. Where's Mom, at home?
Mama's being tactful. She's tying shoelaces outside the door.
I brought her up fine, didn't I?
Just do as well by your own son.
I won't have to. I'll never have to tell him anything.
Little dreamer. Hey, Mother, big moment is over. You can come in now.
We don't mind your intruding, really. We don't.
You two children, you're not alone in this hospital. Shh, there are sick people here.
Not on this floor. Everybody's had babies. Good morning, Grandma.
Good morning, Mother. You're looking very chipper.
Why shouldn't I?
No reason I can think of.
I even had breakfast in bed.
Shame on you.
Oh, they insisted. You just simply can't argue with a nurse, David. They go about their business as if the patient didn't exist.
That is not going to be as easy for your nurse as she thinks.
And I simply can't understand why they keep treating me like a patient. David, when are you going to get me out of here?
No sooner than you're supposed to.
But I feel fine.
Don't you consider that Mama and I need a rest?
Oh, that's right. You're not as young as I am. I always keep forgetting. Just keep forgetting.
Well, just see that you don't. I'm years and years older than I really am this morning.
Listen to him. When all's said and done, even David is only a man.
And I never realized the limitations more clearly than last night.
Poor David. It's not your fault.
That makes me feel a lot better. Darling.
Yes, what?
Nothing, only have you seen your mother's grandson this morning?
Face it, David, he's yours.
Yes, I saw him. They brought him in for me to hold his bottle.
Very modern, this hospital.
Oh, yes, it's the latest method. We're supposed to get acquainted. David, at the risk of sounding silly, he's so beautiful.
Of course he is.
You weren't so bad yourself, Claudia.
Why, Mama, all these compliments. I should have a baby more often.
You were telling me what he looked like.
Haven't you seen him?
Just fleetingly last night. This morning, you're my first call. I've known you long.
Don't ever forget. Well, he has hair, David. Funny little hair. I think it's sort of the color of yours. And when he opens his eyes, they're blue.
Sort of the color of yours.
Well, mine are only sort of, but his are really blue.
All babies have blue eyes.
Mother, you sound jaded.
It's true, David. Ask any authority you like.
I don't have to.
Our son's eyes are the best authority.
Listen to her bursting with motherly pride already. You two are going to be impossible.
Your mother, Claudia, takes great glee in pretending to be crusty.
It's better than syrup.
Just ignore her, and you can go on telling me about young Mr. Norton.
Well, there's really nothing to tell, except he's so sweet. And I like him much better than I expected to.
Well,
He holds his hands in little fists.
That's good and manly of him. He'll probably be a fighter.
Oh, stop.
He has perfect little fingernails.
So soon?
They're born with them.
Every child?
Every single solitary child. I'm sure there's nothing exceptional about yours.
Mama's right. There's no one thing exceptional except that he's completely exceptional.
And to prove that, I think the thing for you and me to do, Mother, is to walk down the hall and have a look at him. Hmm?
Oh, I wish I could come too.
Now, you just stay right where you are. Don't you go jumping out of bed until the doctor says you can.
Dr. Rowland's going to be here this afternoon, and I intend to have a good talk with him. None of this pampering for me. I'm going to come home just as soon as I can.
What's the matter? Don't you think we can get along without you?
We're doing just fine, thank you.
I know, but it's me. I can't get along without you.
Oh.
And then every time I'm just getting acquainted with our son, the nurse whisks him in and carries him off. I wish I were in China.
Well, that's a new thought. Why China?
In China, in case you didn't know it. Women hoe fields the day after their children are born.
You don't say.
Even the hour after the children are born. I saw it in a movie once.
Oh.
You were there.
Oh.
I don't know why, just because I happen to have a baby in New York, I have to stay in bed spending all this money as if I'm sick or something.
Now, shut up and stop worrying about money. Come along, Mother. We'll go pay our respects to the heir of the Norton fortune.
There won't be any fortunes at this hospital's rate.
That is my business.
Oh, David, be sure you come back before you go away.
I'll be back, darling. You just sit back and rest. I'll be back.
I'll miss you.
Well, she's the same Claudia. Motherhood hasn't made a particle of difference.
She's still young. She'll be up and around before you know it.
I thought it'd be a lot worse than it is. Thank goodness it's over.
And over so well. Now, we'd better call the nurse.
What on earth for?
Well, to point out your son for us through the glass window of the nursery.
Well, I don't need anybody to point him out. You forgot I'm the boy's father.
I don't forget, but babies have a way of all looking very much alike.
Honestly, you women. Well, I'd know my boy out of 100 children.
You would, eh?
Yeah, besides which Claudia described him to us.
Very accurately.
Now, you'll see. Every father knows his son. Here's the nursery.
Goodness, what a lot of babies.
Yeah, I wish I could catch their eye. Then I'd know for sure. Now, let me see.
The blue ribbons are the boys, David.
Mm-hmm. Then my son is one of 6 boys.
Oh, look at that one, with his hands curled up close to his face.
No. He's too small. They certainly look angry when they're asleep. Oh, there he is, Mother.
Where?
There he is, second from the left in the last row.
That one?
I know that's he.
But, David, that
baby is ours.
You're sure?
I'm positive. He's got Claudia's nose.
Go on.
And look at that complexion. Perfect. He looks fine, big. You can tell he's a country boy just by looking at him. Oh, he's going to make one sockdolager of a swell fisherman.
Give him a few years.
Quick, Mother. Mother, does it look as if he's smiling?
It's gas.
Oh, all right, so it's gas. He still looks as if he's smiling. He's a good big baby, isn't he?
Enormous for 8 hours.
I wish he'd open up his eyes so if I could see whether they were blue or not.
I repeat, all babies have blue eyes.
Yeah, just the way I expected him to look. I don't mind saying I'm proud to be that baby's father.
Your wife told me you came down the hall to have a look at your son, Mr. Norton.
Oh, yes, nurse. We're just getting acquainted. It's all right, isn't it?
Well, if you like, I can bring him right up to the window so you can see him better.
You could? Well, I wouldn't want you to wake him up.
He won't wake up. At his age, babies don't wake up very easily. I'm sorry we can't bring him out to you, but you can mentally shake his hand.
David, you're leaving a nose print on the window.
Oh, so I am. See, the nurse is going right to that crib. I knew that's my son. You women, you think a man has absolutely no instinct for this. Hey, wait a minute. She's going to the wrong crib. Hey, nurse.
She can't
Hey,
hear
nurse.
you, David. You better not make such a commotion.
Mother, she's gone right by him. You'd think she'd look at the cards at the bottom of the bed or something.
She's picking up a baby,
Hey, nurse.
David.
Look at that tiny little... Hey, nurse, not that one.
Now she's coming up to the window with your son. He's a darling.
Is that my son? That puny little red thing?
He's only 8 hours old, David. That's the best he can do for you.
Are you sure that's it, though?
That's it, I'm sure. Isn't he sweet? All oiled up.
Grandma, we have been robbed.
Oh, I imagine we'll be able to put up with him, David.
In summertime, hospitality moves out of doors. Mom sets a luncheon table for her guests on the porch or in the garden. The young people have gala parties, as easy as you please, out under the trees. And always Coke provides delicious ice-cold refreshment at these gatherings, whether they're planned or impromptu. You couldn't ask a simpler formula for pleasant hospitality than a case of Coca-Cola. Your grocer or service station attendant will be glad to put a case in your car today.
Say, Joe, why didn't you tell me what to expect?
Oh, I figured you'd find out soon enough.
Yeah, but he's so small.
Well, he'll grow.
He'd better. I'll be scared to have anything to do with him.
You'll get used to that, too, David. Speaks the veteran.
Well, tell me, veteran, did your wife perk up as quickly as Claudia?
That's something else you'll find out about.
What do you mean?
Well, they feel fine the next day, but tomorrow...
Not so good, huh?
Well, you'll be seeing Claudia tomorrow, so you can get your information firsthand. But don't worry, David. A little loot will put the light back in Claudia's eyes.
I'll figure that one out tomorrow. So long, Joe.
And congratulations, David. Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you transcribed with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir. And remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes. And ice-cold Coca-Cola is everywhere. This broadcast of Claudia was supervised and directed by William Brown Maloney.
78 years ago, July 7th, 1948, Claudia here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Coming up tomorrow, Dick Powell as Richard Rogue in Rogue's Gallery from 80 years ago. Did Justice Triumph from 79 years ago. Candy Matson, Yukon 28209, starring Natalie Masters from 77 years ago. Flash Gun Casey from 83 years ago. And Claudia. That's all coming up tomorrow. Have yourself a great Monday and a great week ahead. I'm Wyatt Cox. We'll see you tomorrow for more Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.